grace flowing from the survival scrolls. I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades. And this is Bridging Faith. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, Are You Listening? Let's go. So family, are you listening? Are you listening to the world around you? Are you listening to authority that is speaking of the constant incidences or what is possibly to come? Are you taking the time out to listen to that? Or are you just caught up in your own matrix? Not taking into consideration all that is before you? Are you listening in your own relationships? Friendships, relationships, intimate relationships, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, are you listening? I recently heard a couple talking where the gentleman looked at the young lady and he says, own your shit. Because I got the feeling that maybe, they were going back and forth. Maybe she just wasn't listening. And she looked at him and she goes, I own my shit. And he looked at her and he said, through your eyes. I thought, wow. That to me suggested that she wasn't listening. That she was only concentrated on the perception of her own reality and only her reality. Brother and sister can come into this world from the same mother, but they have a different perception of reality. They have a different perception of what the world is or how the world looks or what have you in any given capacity. There's a constant view that each of us has that says, this is my reality. And some people like to impose that reality on others. They're like, this is my reality and that's the end of that. From just a general view, I feel that people should listen. They should really take time out to listen. Really try to listen. We're all at fault of not listening. Every one of us. There is no one here that is not incapable of not listening and hearing. Why I put those two together is because they go hand in hand. You can listen all day long, but if you're not hearing, or you can hear all day long, but you're not listening, it's moot. It's pointless. It's fruitless. It's kind of like, and I remember a gentleman I used to work with, really nice guy, really, really nice guy. And there was a discussion, I don't know, about whatever trivial matter. And someone said to him, hopefully we're on the same page. Very known phrase. Are we on the same page? We're on the same page. And he looked and he was like, yeah, but it doesn't mean that we're in the same book. And I was like, ooh, he's so damn right. You can be on the same page, but you could be in two different books. I remember I was some time ago studying, and a friend of mine had a book, but their book was the same book, but I think a different edition. The words were slightly different here and there. And what was said on one page, like, 112, was said differently on page 99, but it was the same context. It was in the same vein and the same context, as opposed to saying, they went forward to the secondary, it may say they went forward to the second school or something like that, So, interestingly enough, they were not on the same page and not in the same book, but talking about the same subject. And that is the problem with this world. You can be talking about the same subject, but not on the same page, in the same book, on the same chapter, in the same page, and on that, in the same column, in the same paragraph of what that topic is. You can watch the news and have a perceived reality. Like, I don't like to look at just one news outlet. I like to look at various to hear what opposing parties are saying, to get a better view and a better picture of what the subject at hand is. I can't say I do it all the time. Can't say I do it all the time. Like, for instance, anyone who's a Democrat will say that they don't really look at Fox News. They feel that Fox News is a cartoon. It's a guy in a bow tie with a blank face that just talks nonsense. I look at Fox News from time to time because the truth of the matter is that sometimes there are nuggets, small nuggets of information that is accurate. Those that dislike Donald Trump put his foot in his mouth constantly. He was constantly saying something or another that was like so far-fetched and off the meter that no matter what he said that was possibly true and good and right and correct, you couldn't take him seriously. And that's very unfortunate, because when he spoke about the tariffs, or when he spoke about the agreements between other countries, he was right. He's like, well, why are they charging us this amount of money and they're not doing this, and this? Or why are they putting this tariff and they're not doing this, and this? And I'm not here to debate. There were certain things that he did do, like be friendly, chummy with a country that really doesn't like us. So you had an organization that perceived him, that brought him forward as this demagogue of foolishness. But there were those moments when he had some truth. There was some truth behind what he was saying from time to time. There were very much some truths about his discussions and what was taking place, with his discussions. There were some true nuggets. There were some true moments, I don't know. That whole period of time has me just thinking right now, so forgive me if I seem a little paused. But the point of the conversation is, family, are you listening? Are you taking the time out to listen and to hear? Because I think that one of the main problems of our society is that we don't take time out to listen and to hear. We do not take the time out to do those things at all. We really, really don't take the time out at all. We don't take the time. We don't put the effort. We don't put we just don't. We really, really, really don't do that. We just go about our day and we'll hear something and we kind of blow it off, and we don't take the time out. And forgive me about the phone that's ringing, family. I'm not picking it up. Anyway, that's all I have for you today, family. Take time out to listen. Take time out to hear. Take time out to put the time and effort. That's the point. Let us give thanks and praise that we are 6 feet above ground and not below, and that those in our inner circle are in the same vein. Those are in a vein. And that's what I have for you today. I'm your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Fears. Thank you for riding with me. Please like, share, and subscribe. I didn't say it on the last 1 or 2 videos, but please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And please go over to my Instagram channel, Bridging Fears. Have fun watching the content. Just have fun. And whatever you do today, family, make a statement. If silence is your statement, make it loud and proud. And whatever else you do, family, stay lovely, stay sexy, but most of all, stay safe. Again, I am your gracious host, Mr. Bobby Shades, and this is Bridging Fears. I'll see you guys in the next clip.